session. Today I will be waxing my underarms, and I want to give you a quick tip. Excuse my tongue if you notice that it's blue. I just got through playing at the park with my daughter, and we went to go get some ices afterwards, so my tongue is blue, sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video. I am going to be using some powder, and powder is really good for like sweat whenever you are waxing your underarms or any part of your body that you're waxing. A lot of times we can kind of like get a little nervous and then we start sweating. It's just a natural reaction to the wax being on us. And so we need a little powder at times. I've also seen an esthetician do this on me when I went to the esthetician for my birthday last year. She did use a little bit. I think I do remember her using a little bit of powder. So it just helps with like the sweat of everything. So also too, if you want to see that video of me getting waxed on my birthday, check it out on my channel here and you'll be able to see it. But I wanted to also for this video give you a few tips on the post care of waxing. So a lot of people don't realize you can actually, especially moms, you can actually use breast milk as a post-care remedy, or maybe like a lotion or something like that, or an ointment, I guess you could call it, as an aftercare product for your underarms or your area down there, your legs, anywhere that you've waxed. You can kind of like massage or moisturize breast milk in that area. And I'm gonna let you know why at the towards the end of this video, or whenever I get through finish waxing this side. So I've already put my powder on here, as you can see. Also, if you hear noise, I'm so sorry. I know this is supposed to be an ASMR video, but my daughter is playing in the background. So sorry about that. All right, so I think you all can actually hear the sound of my hair moving. You hear that? Okay. All right. Hope this shirt doesn't get in the way. I could do it like this. Hold on. Let me do it like this. Hold on. Let's see. All right. Excuse my rolls. Let's see. Okay. So here it is right here. As you can see, I have a lot of hair on me that I need to get rid of. And so I'm just going to take some of this wax that I heated up. There it is. When it's dripping like that, it's a little bit too hot for your skin. Never put it on your skin when it's too hot like that, because you don't want it to burn you. You want to make sure that you're cooling it off. Oop. Some of it fell into my hand, but it didn't burn me, so that's how I know it's ready. And I'm gonna just make a little circle so it won't be too hard to pull off when I go to pull. You always make a little circle at the end, because if you make a little circle at the end, it'll be easier to pull when you go to pull it. So always make sure that it has a little circle tip at the end. Because if you don't, you'll be able to pull it off, but you'll have a hard time pulling it off if you do not put that little circle shape at the end. Like turn it like this whenever you're putting the wax onto the skin. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Definitely always do that, because whenever I don't put the little circle part on, I catch hell trying to get it off my skin, and you don't want that to happen. So don't be like me. Learn from my mistake. And you kind of just wait for it to get kind of hard. You don't want to pull it too early either. Just want to get it. Let's see. It's almost ready. I am also going to get some water while I do this as well. It's always good to drink. Preferably, I should have drank. I should have had some water before. I did have a little bit when I was at the park. However, it's best to always drink water constantly if you know you're going to get waxes, you know, back to back. If you're someone who regularly has waxes, definitely always drink water, because it helps with the pain and the tightening. So it's always good to have water. I will be right back. Hold on just a second. So I went ahead and I got some water. So I got my water here. I remember, always drink a lot of water before waxing and during waxing, because it helps with that pain. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to hold it tight and pull it. Let's see if I can grab on. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Trying to make sure I hold it tight. You always want to hold it tight. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Wait a minute. Ooh. Okay, that one hurts. Okay. Wait a minute. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. Wasn't as bad, but it definitely hurt. I think it was a little stuck. Here's how it turned out. If you can see that. Hold on. And you always hold the skin, because after you have waxed it, you always want to just apply pressure like this. Like put your hand on it like that and apply as much pressure as you can. You know, just apply pressure like that. You know, how you see how my thumb is. Just pressure like that. But here is the wax strip. See that? Ooh, look at all those hairs. And pay very close attention to the hairs that have like the little white tips at the end of them. That is actually the root of the hairs. You want it to look like that, because if you actually catch the root of the hair, what'll happen is it'll take longer to grow back, and that's what you want. And then it'll possibly make that hair grow back soft, rather than thick or too rough. And that's what you want. A lot of times when your hair grows back softer after having so many waxes, it gets to be painless. I haven't been waxing a lot, so that's why I'm in pain here a little bit. So, but that's how it looks. Look at all those hairs. Oh my God. What do you all have to say? Don't be too brutal in the comments at me. Please don't be as brutal. But that's it. That is the wax strip there with the little, those are some good roots I pulled. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest while y'all watch. Oh my God, I know it's a little weird, but I'm just so obsessed with like wax strips. It's just so interesting how this one came out. That is a lot of hair. That is so much hair. Okay. So now I'm just, it got a lot off for that strip. I'm gonna put a little bit more powder on here. And also this powder is talcum, I hope I'm saying that right, talcum free. And then it's medicated body powder. So this is really good for like anti-itch, 3 times healing relief, you know, so it's good for like wax stuff. Just don't put it on your private area, because I did that one time when I was waxing down there and that hurt a whole lot. I'm telling you. So like I said, learn from my mistakes when you wax. Let's see. So I'm going to take some more wax. And then if you can see this, isn't this cool? Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down and try to make that circle part at the end of the strip. Because like I said, you always want to have that circle part at the end of the strip. Okay, so I got that one down. I'm just waiting for it to harden so I can pull it up. And this is like the excess wax that was on the wax spoon thing, wooden spoon. That's just some of the wax here. Okay. Let's see. I might have to put a little bit more wax on the top of it, because I feel like this part right here is not stable enough. But it could be. Let me see. Ooh. Oh! Oh my God. Okay. 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 All right. These are a little bit more powdery. Again, put pressure to the area so it won't hurt as much. But while I'm doing this, while I'm showing you all this, let me let you look at this one. Look at that. Look at how that one came out. Look at that one. And then here's the strip for this one. That is the strip. So I'm gonna take a look at it. Okay, yeah, it's cleaning up here. Okay, it's getting there. I'm just gonna put a little bit more powder to soothe the area. And so I can kind of, sometimes the powder also helps me see hairs that I can't see on there too. It kind of like powders the areas so the black hairs can stick out, the ones that I've missed. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I finished laying that strip, but what I want to say is about breast milk. So, like I said, breast milk can be a really great post-care product or liquid to put on the skin. I have to hold my arm like this because I can't really hold it down because that wax is on it. It can be a really great post-care product or, like I said, liquid. And breast milk has so many, well, first of all, I want to say this. I am actually a breastfeeding peer counselor for the state of Louisiana. And I have been trained on breastfeeding and breast milk, and I also breastfed my daughter for 1 year. So I know a lot about breastfeeding, and it has a lot of nutrients to it, especially our first milk that we produce, which is called a colostrum. Colostrum is a thick, creamy, yellow substance. It's breast milk, but it's the first breast milk. And it can help cure fungus, crater cap, the thing that's on your child's head that's like a fungus like on there, that's going on their scalp, like dandruff. The little newborn babies usually have. Breast milk can get rid of that if you use it as a shampoo. You could pour some of the breast milk on their head while you're shampooing the baby's hair, and it will go away. I used it for my daughter's hair. You can also use breast milk to cure viruses, colds, RSV, you know, jaundice, you know, things like that. So it's really good for viruses, but it's also good for skin, because if your baby has a diaper rash and the rash is irritable and it's causing pain and it's just very uncomfortable for the child. I used to put breast milk on my daughter's rash and it would go away fast. So breast milk is a really great remedy for the skin, and it helps make your skin soft as well. And it's an immune booster. So it would definitely be great for like soothing an area where you are waxing on. Hold on, let me see if this will come off. Apply pressure. There it is. You can see the hairs and everything. Not as many roots on this one, but that's okay. That's not bad. Yeah, it's definitely getting clean now. All right. Okay. Okay, it's definitely getting clean. See a little blood. If you see a little blood, that is okay, because you are waxing. You will see like a little tiny bit of blood if you're waxing, but it's, like I said, it's normal. It's something that happens during the waxing process. Let's see. Because you're pulling hair out of your skin, so you will see a little blood here and there, but that's a lot of hair on this one. Goodness. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on this side so I can get this last area right here. So I'm just mixing the wax right now. Let's see. I've been on here 24 minutes with you all. Oh, yes. We're coming up on 30 minutes in a few minutes. I think I'm going to continue going live every day because I really, really like it. Okay. So it's a little warm, but it's okay. And just making sure, make that circle patch. see here. And like I said, give it some time to dry completely. This is actually a really good example of a good wax strip for me, because it has that circle on each end like it's supposed to be. Let's see how that is. Okay. I think I have one strip to get here, and then I think I'll be done with the whole area. Hold on. Let me see. Here you go. Oh, that one wasn't as bad, I'll be honest, because I did it very fast. Let me put y'all in there. Oh, sorry. Let me see those. See those roots? Got to those roots again, but this one didn't hurt as bad. This one was actually a pretty good pull because I really didn't have any pain from it. And then the area gets a little numb as you continue to pull. Okay, so it's getting there. Okay. Again, a little warm, but it's okay. It's not hot hot. If it was hot hot, I wouldn't be able to put it on my skin like that. There we go. Making sure I have that. Okay. All right. Like I said, I'm very fascinated with like my wax strips. Whenever I pull them, they look so interesting. and all of the hair that's on. Oh my goodness, I can be really, really hairy. All right, so this one should be like the last one, and I might do a cleanup strip, and that's it. Like I might just go through and put like a big strip on there after this one is pulled, just to make sure no hair is on it. So let me just, oh, okay, not so bad, not so bad. Yeah, this one, from what I'm looking at, not a lot of root. Well, yes, roots. I see the roots pulled on this one too. Oh my goodness. Let you. Oh, sorry. Yeah, look at that. But there you go. Now you can see, kind of see the roots. You can kind of see like the roots and how I pulled them from that area. And that area doesn't hurt as much. I guess because, like I said, when you wax a lot, you kind of like gain a tolerance. Let's see. But then again, if you pull fast, you won't feel any pain at all. In my personal experience. Don't take my word for it if you've never had a wax before. Because some people have never waxed themselves. They've never been in a wax salon at all. So I can understand why they might think it's a little bit painful. And then hollering on here doesn't make it easier for them to make a decision whether or not they want to get a wax. But I want to finish like the breastfeeding conversation. So when you get ready, you can get some exfoliating cotton rounds like this. I love to get these because using these for my skin helps my skin a whole lot. I don't have to use my hands. A lot of times we do, regardless if we wash our hands or not, we usually have a lot of germs on our hands. So you do have to use, I like to use cotton rounds, exfoliating cotton rounds for my skin whenever I'm removing makeup. If I don't have these, I usually just use my hands anyway, just to get the Noxzema and the other facial cleansers off if I use them. But this is really the best thing to use to get makeup off, dirt, anything like that on your skin off. So, but they can also be really great tools for post-wax care. So you can dip one of these into a cup of breast milk, a regular cup, like a plastic one like this. You can use this, and you can just dip, the cotton round inside of the breast milk. Make sure you soak the cotton round inside of the breast milk and squeeze it out a little bit, wring it out a little bit, and just, dab on the area that's sensitive now that you've waxed it. And that should help further exfoliate your skin, make it a little softer, help it, give it, it really helps. Breast milk, it really does. It can get rid of the irritation of that area. So maybe soothe it, cool that area after that irritation from that redness of pulling. So yeah, it can be a really great post-care remedy. I thought of this the other day, and I thought about it because, like I said, I am a lactation professional. So I was like, I'm sleeping on this. Like I'm gatekeeping. Like they need to know about this. Like if moms like really care about their skin care routine, because I know there's a lot of moms. It just can't be me. I know I'm not the only one that waxes their body. I know I'm not the only one that likes to mess with their skin and try to see about getting it healthy. So I was like, moms need to know about this if they have breast milk. All right, so I also have other breastfeeding ASMR videos on my channel too if you want to check them out. I have one talking about, I did a role play. It's a fake scenario. It's not real, the scenario in the video, but it is a real situation. So, you know, someone, you know, clients can have, things going on with their, this area, their chest area, their breast area. And sometimes they may need guidance from a lactation professional like myself, and I can give them guidance on it. So I think I have about 3 other videos on lactation if you're interested in watching that type of content. But let's go ahead and do a cleanup strip. Can you hear that? I just love the sound. There's some ASMR sounds that I cannot stand. Like, for example, I do not like scratching cardboard. Oh my God, that's so annoying to me. I've never liked it. Even as a kid, I never liked it. And I didn't even know that it was ASMR. So at that time, because that was some years ago when I discovered that. Yeah, that was a while back when I discovered that I didn't like the sound of scratching cardboard. It's just not me. It's not my forte. But I do like scraping wax. If you can hear that. Can you hear that? Type in the comments you can hear it if you can hear it. And like I said, this is just a cleanup strip to make sure that everything is cleaned up on this arm. But overall, it does look rather clean. Let's see. No, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. No. I did not mean to do that. I thought, I guess only on the live. Dang it. I got some of it on my clothing. No. And this type of clothing that I got, these pants, is hard to get off. I'm not even going to try to get that off. Put this back in the thing. I expected it to be that hot. It was hot. It was really, really hot, you all. That's why I say always make sure that, I thought it wasn't as hot though. Okay. You'll definitely make sure it's not hot this time. Hot, but not too hot. Here. Wherever. Okay, so now the wax strip is on there. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining. Consider subscribing. Oh, they left. Okay. Let's see. A lot of people do that a lot. I notice they'll come into the live and then they'll drop off. But yeah. It's almost there, and I'm just gonna take it off in a few minutes, and then put one down here. Let me see here. One, two, three, 4, 5. Ooh. Nothing there. Okay. Okay. This one has hairs, but not that much. Like I said, it's a regular cleanup strip. This one is. It just has a little bit of hair. I'm not even going to show you all that up close just because it's little tiny strips of... And I see there where there are hairs pulled from the root with little white tips on it, which is good. So I'm gonna do one more right here as a cleanup strip, and I think I'll be done with this side. That side will be hairless. Again, this is a clean up strip. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so I got this strip on here. Yep. I meant to put it in there, okay. It's a little bit too wet right now. Wet just means it's not hard enough yet. But yeah, breast milk can definitely be your post care. Of course, I don't have breast milk right now because I no longer breastfeed. My daughter is already 5 years old, but and I only breastfed her for a year. But if you are a mother and you do breastfeed, this is and you also wax your body. Maybe you go get regular waxes on a daily basis. Maybe you wax yourself like I do at times. This can definitely be a great breast milk can definitely be a great post care for your body. It's really, really great. In fact, I really wish I still had some colostrum saved. I know you can't save colostrum that long. You can only save it for about 9 months to 12 months. So a whole entire year in the deep freezer, but you can't hold it no longer than that. So it does expire at some point. But I really wish I still had some, but it's okay. Because it's such a great thing to put on your skin, you know, and to get rid of, like I said, rashes, things like that, you know. Let's see. Is this milk strip ready? Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, clean. That was definitely clean. Let me see. That one has a lot of hairs on it, but like I said, these are just regular cleanup strips. I tend to see this all the time when I do a cleanup strip, like a few hairs on there, which is good. That's what I want. I want it to look really clean. Let's see. Let me just wipe my armpit down with a little bit of water. And I'm gonna just wipe the area down now that it's, see how that looks? It looks really smooth, doesn't it? Let me put the camera up closer so you all can see. See how smooth it looks? It has so much hair on it before. That darker area is just where my hair was. But all of that is off there now. Now I'm going to just wipe a cotton round on it And then, you know, just to make sure there's no extra hairs, I'm just putting a little water on it. A little water on the cotton swab here. Make sure I wring it out so it won't be too damp. And just dab it like that. Again, you can dab your breast milk with a cotton swab and just pat it down there on the area after waxing, and it really helps soothe the skin. So don't forget that. Yeah, it's looking really good now that I've waxed it. Usually if I see extra hairs, I don't necessarily pluck, but I'll shave them off. It looks like I have a mole on my, yeah, it looks like I have a mole on my armpit here. I'm just looking in the camera, you all. But yeah, look how clean that is. And there was hair everywhere when I first started, because I've been on this live for almost an hour and hair was all over here. So just look at how those strips, and I think it took, let's see how many strips it took. It took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took about 5 strips to get this, to get that hair off my arm. So quite a few strips it took. But once you finally finish your wax, make sure you, maybe you could hand express your breast milk, or you could pump your breast milk out. Either way is good. And you don't have to use a whole lot of breast milk. Maybe it could be like 1 ounce or 2 ounces of breast milk, and just dip the cotton round in it and just dab it on your armpit. If you waxed your armpit, maybe you waxed your leg, just dab it on that leg of yours and just massage the breast milk into your skin, almost like lotion. Because most of the time we do use lotion. I know whenever I'm at the European Wax Center, we use like lotions to soothe our skin after we've had a wax. But instead of lotion, if you breastfeed, you can use your breast milk to soothe your skin after you've had a wax. So think about it, mamas. This is a really great tip that I'm giving, because like I said, I am a lactation professional. I have been trained by the state of Louisiana to serve moms as a breastfeeding peer counselor, and I'm also in the process of getting my IBCLC. So definitely take heed to what I'm saying. You know, so. Okay, yeah, I'm picky, you all. I'm a perfectionist, so I always look for like extra hairs. I do see a little bit up here at the top, but that's fine. Like I said, I usually just shave the rest if I notice, but it's only like a few, and the rest of this is just discoloration and a mole right here. I didn't even realize I had a mole right there. But yeah, that's all that is. But everything else is clean. It looks nice on this side. Time to start on the other side. So that side is done, and so it's time to start on this side. Let's see here. So this side basically has about as much hair as the other side did. But this one is a little bit difficult to get sometimes. I may not film the whole entire part of this side. I don't know. We'll know as I go. I just put a little powder on it because it's a little sweaty, because I was out in the sun. Okay, so I just put a little powder on it. And I just kind of like rub it all over the hair first before I wax. I do that so I can see all of the hair that's actually on the armpit. And then I just scrape my wax out of this thing right here. You can hear me like literally scraping. Make sure you all comment and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget, I have some really great videos coming up, and I have some really great videos also on the channel. So don't forget about your girl. Go ahead and subscribe. Let's see. You gotta make sure it's not hot when it goes in your skin, because if it's hot, like I did a few minutes ago, it was burning and I dropped the wax all over my clothing by accident. Hi, hello. Thank you so much for joining the live, and thank you for commenting. It's nice to see you. Okay, so now I'm gonna just put it over here. Okay. Again, I want to make sure I put like that round circle at the tip, because that helps me grab the wax strip whenever I'm waxing. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, wait. Oh. Oh my God. I think I was out of the view when I did that strip. If I was, I'm sorry, you all. Let me see. But that's how it looks. It's on there like this, see? And you just press down on it to make sure it's hardening. And then I kind of just push that bottom part up before I pull it. I love it. It's okay. Okay. I like to hold it really taut. Oh, that one was sweaty and then it hurt too a little bit. But I got it. All right, here's the wax strip that I pulled on that side. Wait a minute, let me let you come closer. Look at that. Look at the little white roots. Those white roots is something that you do want to see whenever you pull the wax strip, because that means that you pulled it from the root and it's not going to grow back for a long time. You don't want it to grow back for a long time. So that's it. Probably, since I pulled the root out instead, it probably won't grow back for at least a month or two. From what I've noticed whenever I pull the roots out like that, see, it's a lot of hair. Look at all that hair from that one armpit. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was actually a really good one. Check this out. I see somebody else coming into the live that hadn't seen it. Hold on, let me let them see. See all of those roots? Those roots, yes, that's definitely what you want to see when you're waxing. But look at all that hair. This was a really good strip. Let's do another one on there. I might not have to do that many on this side because when I did that one, it picked up all of this hair. So I'm just see if I can put just one big one right here. Okay. I just put a lot of powder on it. Like I said, powder helps with sweating. You don't want to be too sweaty when you wax yourself, just because it can kind of be hard to pull the strip off itself. So always kind of like put a little powder on yourself on the hair before you kind of wax it off, just to clean some of that sweat off. Let's see. And I'm just picking a lot of wax up because I want that strip to be really full. Let's see here. See. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. It wasn't bad. Still apply pressure even though it wasn't bad. That's a lot of hairs. Let's see. Ooh, my goodness, this one has a lot of hairs. My goodness, look at that. Look at the hairs. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put a big one here in the middle. And clean the rest of it up in the middle. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I got it in the middle. So that should be the last wax strip on that side. If not, I can do a cleanup strip, because I always do cleanup strips. And then I'm gonna let this harden. Let's see here. Hello, welcome to the live. Be sure to subscribe if you like the content. Definitely subscribe. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let me see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh, wow. All right. That one wasn't as bad. It got a lot of hair. It didn't hurt as much. Let's see. I see a lot of this. Roots. Show you the roots. Yeah, look at those roots. Look at the roots. Those roots are there, and that's what you want to see every single time you pull that wax strip. See that? You want to see those roots, and look at all the hair. Yeah, you want to see. Oh, can y'all see the hair? Because it looks a little blurry a little bit, just a little bit. Because I guess because the wax is so shiny, but yeah, that's a little bit. You can see it a little bit like that. There we go, the roots. A lot of hair is picking up. Definitely, this is a really good wax session on myself because I'm able to get up all this. So I'm just going to do a cleanup strip next. So I'm going to put another strip down to clean up. So let me clean this up. Oh no, my wax is a little hard. Oh no. Oh no, wait a minute. I think it's like that because I didn't put it up high enough. Let me put my wax on high. My goodness. Yes, but while that's waxing and melting, but here's I can just show you some of the strips that I did. while that's waxing. See that one's a good one. That's a good one. Hold on, let me change here. That's a good one. See how that did that? It's a lot of hair. Lord, that's a lot of hair. Lord, that was a lot. That was on my other arm though. So that one. Oh, I dropped one. Here's this one. Yeah. This was a good one because it caught a lot of hair. And then this one, this was like a cleanup strip, I think, but it had a lot of hair on it because it had some hairs that I couldn't see. This is like the cleanup strip right here. See that? It's a cleanup strip. Yeah. And then this is another cleanup strip here. It says message retracted. Somebody put a message on here and they retracted it. Guess my moderator is working. Okay. Basically, the side is really clean though. It's just like I said, it just needs a cleanup because there's extra hairs on it. Yeah, I love waxing. I feel like waxing is so therapeutic. It's like such a great thing to do for yourself if you want to relieve some stress. And it's a really great thing. So if you have a birthday, my birthday is coming up in September. I will be 30. So excited. Waxing, like I said, waxing is so good for therapy. It's like a really great therapeutic thing to do for yourself. I highly recommend that anyone wax themselves because it's a great thing. You buy your wax machine, you wax yourself underarms, and it saves you money. But if you want that special treatment, definitely go to a salon or a wax salon or a spa to get it done. Because that was amazing doing that for my birthday. Yeah. Yes. I've been on the live for a minute. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till this heats up my wax some more because I didn't realize it was getting that cold and it made it hard a little bit. So once my wax heating up and it gets to that, liquidy type of consistency, then I'm gonna come back on a live. I'm gonna do another live and restart and finish this second arm, okay? All right. Remember, all that glitters should be whispered. This is Zari Chinta, aka Chrysanthemum, your fairy. Bye.